What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Max, and today we have another viewer's car. This is Jorn's BMW M135i F40. So this is the 4-cylinder M135i, which we were not the biggest fans of when it came out. But this car has been tuned, it's been lowered. We've got these really cool BMW wheels. It's all murdered out, and I think it is a lot better than the stock car. At least it's more enjoyable to drive, most of it. But we'll get to that later. So today I'm going to show you around it quickly because we're losing light. It's 9:40 in the evening, so we need to get a move on. Then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. Now, M135i. I think it's quite a good looking car. We didn't really like it when it came out, of course, because we went from a 6-cylinder to a 4-cylinder. It is 4-wheel drive instead of rear-wheel drive. It's just not the most engaging car to drive. It's a bit of a lukewarm hatchback. Now though, it is a proper hot hatch. So everything is blacked out. We've got a splitter down here. We've got these winglets on the bumper. A little bit of an angry look for the headlights here. I thought that I saw something like that. That definitely makes a difference. Black grille. We've got these sort of gunmetal gray BMW wheels. Really nice design. I like this wheel for this car. It fits the car, and especially in combination with the lowering. So it's got coilovers. I don't know which ones, but it's got coilovers. I think it's a good look. We've got Michelin Pilot Sport 5 tires as well, on an 18-inch wheel, and this is a 225 tire. We've got EBC blue stuff brake pads at the front and yellow stuff at the rear. Big side winglet here, rear as well, with a diffuser, quad tailpipe with these forged carbon M Performance tips. Well, I don't think they're really M Performance, but it's not an M Performance back box at least. It's got a decat downpipe, an OPF delete, and it's got 360 horsepower, and Jorn said around 500 newton meters, but I think it might be a little bit more. So this is the B48, 306 horsepower, 450 newton meters stock. And Jorn actually told me that apparently the pistons in this engine are forged pistons, and that's why you can do a little bit more power with these engines instead of the B48 that's in a 320i or a 330i, for instance. So apparently this is a little bit stronger, this engine, which is good. Yeah, so we've got that exhaust, we've got the downpipe. It's very, very loud. It's a bit too loud, if you ask me. To be honest, it fixes a lot of problems of the M135i. Mainly that everything feels a bit woolly and not that like tight and just enjoyable to drive. This fixes a lot of it, but the sound is just too much for me. But I'll let you guys hear it in a sec. Interior wise, these really good sports seats, manually adjustable, so you can sit nice and low. Yeah, it's actually really good sitting position. We've got the yellow seat belts as well, which is a nice touch. Alcantara on the M Performance steering wheel with the carbon fiber. So let's start her up. And if we go to sport, neighbor, the exhaust valve opens up. There we go. We also have a tune for the ASIN gearbox. Now, this is one of the things that we didn't really like with this car, stock. Because it's a bit slushy, it doesn't respond that well, the shifts are not great. So this car actually has a transmission software tune. And it's a big difference, but as you can hear, it's just way too loud. And we've got doggos here as well, and that here. See, this is why I don't like loud cars. Sorry. Poor doggo. The border collie was really scared. He was like, what the hell, dude? Your M135i is way too loud. because it's a very like, it's very loud. You can feel it in your chest when it passes by. It's too much. It would really benefit from a 200 cell downpipe, to be honest. I mean, a lot of problems are fixed with a 200 cell downpipe. It doesn't smell, it doesn't resonate, it's a little bit less of this really like harsh loudness that is just, it's too much. I don't like it. But I do like the power increase, the coilovers, and the gearbox tune. Those three things really change the way this car feels. Also, it's a little bit more aggressive on the throttle, which makes it just a little bit more alert, and I quite like that. It feels a bit less sluggish. Okay, so let's do a launch control. Sport for the gearbox, sport for the traction control, and that's it. Full throttle, launch control. And that's 0 to 100 in 4.3 seconds, but Jorn actually did 4.17, which kind of checks out. Oh, but it's so loud. Big bang on the shift as well, and I do have to say it does feel like a hot hatch a lot more than it used to, which is great. It just feels so much more on edge, and like it actually wants to go fast. And especially that shift is so much quicker than before. That is a really good upgrade. We actually drove an updated M135i recently, and the 128 Ti also has the newer software by BMW, which does improve the gearbox. The shifts are much quicker than before, and it just feels a little bit more snappy than before. But it's not as good as this. This is way more aggressive, of course. But before we hit the Autobahn, let me show you petrol vibes. These things, you've seen them before on our channel. We absolutely love them. We've got them here in the workshop. We've got them in the sim room upstairs as well. This is the Ford GT. As you can see, we have it against this wooden wall now, so you have a different effect compared to the wall upstairs. But these things are amazing. The design is great. They are laser cut from steel, and you can have a custom design of your own car as well, which is mega. They also now have different versions available. So they have a neon one, which is backlit, it looks super cool. They have a standing one, which is a bit smaller for your desk or something like that. They also have a frame with different angles, and for some cars they also have a front or rear angle or a top angle available. But go check out petrolvibes.com for all the different versions. Again, you can make one of your own car as well. Just send in a pic and they will make a design of your specific car with your accessories. Looks super cool. And use code AUTOTOPNL10 for a 10% discount. Enjoy the video. And it picks up well. It's a very nice amount of power for this car, 360 horsepower. So here we go onto the Autobahn. Let's put the gearbox in sport. 100 to 200 we did 11:22. Which is quite a bit quicker than stock, and as you can see in the list, it is actually a very respectable time. So yeah, 360 horsepower, that sounds about right. Also have to say, high speed stability, very good. That's 275 in a 1 Series almost, there we go. Going to let off here in the corner because the truck is here. But yeah, that is properly impressive. I mean, it's just the sound, that kind of it sort of ruins the experience of an otherwise very good car, because it fixes so many problems that the M135i's have. It makes everything, it turns everything up to 11, and this is it's just the brown sound to me, right? It's just noise. But other than that, really good, big improvement on the M135i, and it just makes me wonder, why didn't BMW just do this properly? I don't think it would have been that hard for them. It might have cost them a bit more money, but come on, there's a lot of good stuff in this car. Even though we went from a 6-cylinder to a 4-cylinder, the car's shorter, but it's much more spacious inside. It's a much more grown-up car. The driving itself, the steering, the pedals, although the weights, the feeling is just so much better in this F40 compared to the F20. It's a big difference. So if they just would have give us a little bit more, it would have been a great car. I also really like the seating position. The interior is much better than before. It's so loud. Oh, the throttle mapping is a bit aggressive. So that's it for this review. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks Jorn for coming all the way here. Hope you enjoyed watching your car on our channel. To you guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as well. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. You can also check out this video, this playlist, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.